trick to all you guys that have troubles getting adders to feed. Adders don't, as babies, go and grab water and have a drink. They usually wait for water, whether it be condensation or dew, to gather on their body, and then they'll lick it off their body. So they sit there in their own enclosure, even if you've got water, and get as thirsty as anything, these stupid bastards. So I get their pinky, I dip it in the water, and it's so inviting to them. You can never say never. See that? It's my little albino adder. Cute as a button. It appears to have shed. Now, I'd stick my hand in there and get that skin out that I've just noticed. That's going to do two things. It's going to spook him a little bit, and he'll probably give up on eating it. So I'll wait until he swallowed that, and then I'll get the skin out. I find that a lot of my albinos, I've got albino blueies and carpets, and now the adder, they seem to be a little bit sensitive to the light. They get all spooked and scared when there's really bright lights. And now that I brought him, because I usually put this other little enclosure here on top of it so that it blocks out a lot of the light. It makes it a little bit dark and dull. And he seems to thrive in that environment, those circumstances. Come on, buddy. I bought it off a bloke down in New South Wales. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, and I'm a bit sleep deprived at the moment, so I'm brain dead. But if you're watching Champion, I'm pretty impressed with this adder. I'm happy. They're a bit expensive, but I mean, they used to be expensive. Prices come down to a reasonable price, and I paid what I think is an okay price for this. I used to keep 300 or so animals, and I was sick to death at feeding and cleaning animals for stuff that I just don't use in shows or breed. So I sold a lot of it, and I've just vowed that if I'm ever going to spend money on an animal again, it's got to be top shelf. My bloody dog just walked past, and that's probably going to spook the adder a bit. Sit down. So he doesn't sit down, he walks past again. Dickhead. In the other little enclosure next to the adder, I've got a parenthesis, a pygmy python, and I was going to use that as a table for the GoPro. When this adder's finished eating, I'll show you something. The cheeky little shit, he doesn't mind his food either. And I've got two pinkies on top of his enclosure, and he's actually coming on up and out of his hide box to get to the top. He obviously can smell it. Parenthesis, or the anthill python, or the pygmy python, is Australia's smallest species. I won't get a chance to see much. I just hope this doesn't spook the adder in the process. It did a little bit. Come on, little man. His name's Wee Man. Wee Man the anthill python. Come on, little man. Only got it 20 or 30 centimetres, something or other. You little taipan, you. He's a machine. Got that from Snake Ranch. Once again, very, very impressed with not only the animal, but the professionalism from Snake Ranch. I made the order with credit card. Within 10 minutes I got a phone call from the owner, or the organiser, what it is, manager, and the contact that they had with me via email and SMS and phone calls was unbelievable. They were quick. I got exactly what I wanted. Oh, and a handful of hats and t-shirts and shit to go with it as well, which was a little bit of a bonus surprise. I'm still waiting for this bloody adder to start eating. It's still injecting venom into that pinky and turning it black. I've still got another pinky out here for my 8-month-old Stephen's Bandit. Went off its food over winter, but I think it's back on it again. So I'll find out in a minute. I'll do a video. I guess you guys are pretty bored shitless of that, so I'll kill this video now.